Hi guys, I wanted to talk to you today about something different. I wanted to talk to you about compassion for your twin. It's something that in my journey I've really come to terms with in a new way that I didn't used to feel the same. I used to be fairly compassionate towards my twin. I would really try to look at his situation and understand where he was coming from. But yet the triggers and the anger were not that of a compassionate heart. I would judge him, I'm sure, in many ways, and, just wonder, why is he doing this to me? I took everything so personally. Like, why is he pushing me away? Why is he pushing away our love? Whereas now that I look at it in retrospect, or even look at the current situation, I can see it through such different eyes compared to before. I've learned so much about the inner child work that has to be done, and just how we deal with that pain that we had as a child, as an adult. And I really like how Jill and Remy have put it, almost like two kids in the playground throwing rocks at each other. It is such the perfect analogy because it's exactly how it feels. There's times when with my twin we're just like raging on each other, and it's almost like, where did that come from? But that's what your twin flame is there for. We trigger each other, we bring that pain, that rage, the anger, and all those problems, all the underlying problems, the pain that we've never dealt with, the fear that we've never dealt with, or that we're anticipating. Oh, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, or I know what you're up to, you're doing this, you're doing that. We just put all these projections onto each other. And in the end, we just throw knives, rocks, whatever you want to call it. We hurt each other so badly. And I do say this, that your twin, they can really make you feel the best you've ever felt in your life. You just can't believe the blissful love, heart-to-heart connection, just, yeah, total blissful state that you can be in. Or you can be in this just most miserable, lowest of the low, just pure gut-wrenching pain, knife stabbing into your heart, horrible pain that your twin can put you through. And for me, sometimes it's odd because my twin has straight out told me that no one has ever made him feel as hurt as I've made him feel, or the pain I've made him feel. And in retrospect, it's almost crazy to realize how I have triggered him, or things that have had to do with me have triggered him in ways that I just wouldn't have expected, or I didn't mean for it. And I remember even sometimes in the past being like, why are you mad at me for this? Like, I was only blah, blah, blah. And he would be like, well, it freaking hurt. And sometimes I really didn't get it. I was like, I think I told you guys in my story, the first time it really happened that we had a trigger was, he was going to go and have Christmas with his ex and his kid. It made me jealous, and he was pulling away from me because I think out of his own guilt and worry. So I, in turn, told him, oh, this kind of celebrity guy, he wanted to sleep with me since I knew you, and I turned him down. And he told me that hurt him so bad that I would throw that in his face. And at the time, I thought, I'm telling you that I turned down like a major crush for you. How can that hurt you? And now when I look back in retrospect, I think this is the love between twin flames. Like, how would I feel if he told me something like that, or that, there was someone trying to sleep with him and kind of threw it in my face? Oh, it would have killed me. So I get it. Twin flames, we can hurt each other so badly. It's so, so bad. So now I'm trying to look at the situation with a lot more compassion, and just really holding a space for love and nurturing my twin from afar. I just described in a recent video how I sent a distance healing for my twin. And I'm looking at, even his situation, and I'm just having such compassion for what he has had to go through. he's had me, vying for his love and trying to, I guess grab at him, or I don't know what you want to say, chase him, try to, make our love work somehow. And then at the same time, he has a child, he has a career to think about, he has his ex who's, you know, she was always trying to get back with him. She was always, wanting to be a family. And even with her, I have compassion for her, How can I blame her for not wanting to be a family with a man she clearly loved enough to have a child with? Either way, I just think I have to have compassion for the whole situation. And I have to understand that there's learning lessons in every situation. When I'd gone to an energy healer, she said there's still, a strong cord between him and his ex. And this was months ago. I don't know what it would look like now. I feel it's lessened. But at that time, she said there's this cord. And I just wish, I wish it could just end. But she would say, no, he has lessons to learn from her. She is an important part in his growth. You don't have control over it. You have to just let it unfold. And that is surrender. It's letting it unfold. Let the universe be in charge. Let your twin awaken. Let them wake up to all of this. It's going to take time. It's going to take lessons. So maybe if they are married, maybe if they are choosing to live somewhere else because of their predicament or their children or, their wife or their girlfriend, or they're going back and forth between you and their ex because they're confused or, what have you. I've had that with my twin. It's heartbreaking. I'm not saying it's easy. It's so hard at the time. Oh, I've just felt like a fool, but I just think now I'm like, my twin is trying his best. He's doing his best. I just have to honor that. I have to let the universe be in charge. He's got to learn things his way in his time. The universe will work it out. I'm over here. I'm also learning my own lessons. I see the ways that I've contributed to our separation. I see the lessons I've needed to learn. And in many videos I've said, I get why I've needed to be on my own. Why I've needed to not be with my ex-husband or, deal with certain trials and tribulations and soul growth on my own, and why I need to be separated even from my twin, even though I don't want to be. It's been necessary. So try your best, you guys, to really send so much love and compassion to your twin. Even in times of anger, try your very best to put the shoe on the other foot, understand where they're coming from, just send them love, send yourself tons of love, tons of healing. It's going to get easier, it's going to get better. The more you keep shedding through these layers, the more awakened you become, the more it makes sense. I'm getting it more and more and more. It's really making sense. Let go, get out of the driver's seat. The universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, they're in charge. And the more we resist them being in charge and not us, the more we try to take control of the situation, the more painful it is. Just think of it as you just have to let go. Go for the ride. If you're on a scary ride, it's scary at times, but the more you resist it and scream and freak out, the worse you're making the situation. Whereas if you just let go, ease into it, it's like going on the roller coaster the first time when you're a kid. It's scary. You're tense. You're like, what am I in for? You don't get it. And the first time, it's freaky. But give it a couple more rides. You get accustomed to it. And I remember as a kid, the roller coaster became pretty easy for me. Let's say that. You get accustomed to these things. So just don't take things so personally either. Give them time, give them space, and just from an energetic perspective, send love. Yes, have boundaries. I've had boundaries. I don't know. We could say I'm right, I'm wrong. There's been times I said, forget that. He's going back with his ex. I'm going to date. I'm not putting up with this. I'm not a doormat. I'm not just waiting around, spending my life waiting for this guy. So again, yes, you can have some boundaries. That's okay. Listen to spirit, listen to your intuition, your guides, whatever you want to call that, and follow it because it will guide you to what you need to do. I've had to really tune in sometimes and sometimes go against my 3D self. Like my 3D self just wants to wait forever for my twin and just never hurt him or never step on a line or start an argument with him, but I will be pushed, and I'm pushed to trigger him and I'm pushed to stand in my own power, but at the same time send love and compassion and warmth. I hope you guys are well. If you need any coaching with your twin flame journey, just hit me up, send me a text. Sorry, why did I say text? I mean an email. I'm used to texting with friends. But yeah, send me an email, twinflamehelper@gmail.com, and we can set up a session for you, okay? Have a good one, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.